four types of operators that are used in R. They are assignment operator, arithmetic operator, relational operator, and logical operator. So let's start with assignment operators. Assignment operators are used to assign a value to variable. It can be a leftward operator or a rightward operator. Both result in same way. As you can see in example, I want to save the value 10 in variable h. For that I am using leftward operator by using less than sign and a hyphen sign. It creates a kind of arrow towards left, which means the value of 10 has to be saved in variable h. Similarly, you can use double less than sign and then hyphen, and equal to sign will also operate in same way. Similarly, there is rightward operators where hyphen and greater than sign, hyphen and double greater than sign. So let's go to R and let's execute the command. First, we'll create 5 kinds of variables and then we'll execute and see what are the results. First, I am creating a variable h. I am using leftward assignment operator using less than sign with a hyphen and saving the value 10. Similarly, you can see next operator is double less than sign with a hyphen, and next is equal to sign. So you can see I have used 3 kinds of leftward assignment operators here in the console, and if I print the value, you will get the same result for all the commands. And if you use a rightward operator, so I am using a less hyphen sign with a less greater than sign. What it will do is it will save the value 13 in variable k. So it is same way, if any ways either leftward or rightward, it will print the value that are saved in that variable. You can see either leftward or rightward, the value is saved in variable. Next operator is arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operators are used for basic mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or you can use them for exponent values, modulus, integer division. So let's go to R and one by one execute each of the commands. So I am having 2 variables here, that is x and y, and I have saved value 5 in x, and in variable y it is 2. Print those values. So you can see I have created both the variables. If you want to check their values, you can print their variable also. So you can see x is with 5 value and y is of 2 value. Now let's add x and y. So I am using plus sign here as a arithmetic operator for addition. Let's execute this command. So you can see 5 plus 2 is 7. So it helps in addition. Next, it is subtraction. For subtraction, as we use in mathematics also, it is minus sign. Let's execute this command and you can see x minus y, that is x is 5 and y is 2. So the remainder it comes is 3. Next is multiplication. For multiplication, we use a star sign. For multiplication, let's execute the command and you can see 5 into 10, that x into y, that is 5 into 2 is 10. Next is division. For division, the operator that is used is a slash, and you can see the value that prints is 2.5, that is 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5. Next is exponent. So exponent, what does exponent means is kind of raised to the power, like we use 5 raised to the power 2. Here I am saying x raised to the power y. It will multiplicate 5 twice, like 5 into 5. So it is 25. Next is modulus sign, which is which symbol is 2 times percentage sign. What it does is it results in the remainder value when you divide. So it gives the remainder value. What we will do is x modulus y, which means 5 will be divided by 2 and remainder should be 1. So let's execute this command and you can see my remainder is 1 here. Similarly, next is integer division. What is integer division? It helps us in the result with quotient. Quotient, like if I am dividing 5 with 2, so 2 into 2 is 4 and the remainder will be 1. So 2 is the quotient here, and result of x integer division by y should be 2. So you can see this is how all the arithmetic operators are used. Next operator is relational operator. So relational operators help to compare or find a relationship between two entities. They always return values in the form of true and false. For relational operator, we use less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to or not equal to signs to make a relationship between two entities. Let's go to R and create some commands. So I'm taking two variables here, A and B, having values 5 and 9. Now we'll compare them and we'll create a relationship between them. So let's start with less than sign. A is less than B. It is a general mathematic formation that we also use. So let's execute it. So you can see the value that returns is true. What does it mean? My A value was 5, B value was 9. So A less than B, that is true. Next, if A is greater than B, let's execute this. So the value result is false because B value, that is 9, is greater than 5. Next, if A is less than or equal to B, so it should be true because 5 is less than B, that is 9. If A is greater than equal to B, so it is false. Next, A equal to B. So what does it mean? If the value of whichever value is saved in A variable, is it equal to B? So it is false here. If I would have taken 5 in both of the variables, it would have resulted in true value here. Next is if A is not equal to B. So it should come out to be true because both the variables are having different values. Next is last is logical operator. Logical operators help to make a decision based on multiple conditions that can be evaluated to a true or false result. So logical operators helps to find out if two vectors or two variables, if they are equal, or if the values in those vectors or variable match or not. So let's go to R and create some vector and variables. So I'm taking a variable here, f equal to 14. So there are four kinds of logical operator we are using, that is logical not, then there is element wise logical and, logical or, element wise logical or, and there will be a logical and also. Let's go one by one. So I have created a variable here, f, with the value 14. If you want to check it, its value is 14. You can see. Next, we are using AND operator first. So AND operator, I'm giving a condition. So logical operators help us to find out values, compare them using different multiple conditions applied to them. So like first, that is f greater than equal to 5 and f less than 15. So what does it mean? If the value of f variable is greater than 5 and less than 15, and means it should be between it. Let's execute this command and the value returns is true. So what does it mean? My 14 lies between 5 and 15, which is actually true. If I change the condition, when I am saying f greater than 5 and f greater than 15, so it have to be false because f is less than 15. Next is OR operator. We'll be using same variable for that. If I say f less than 5 or f greater than 15, so it will come out to be true. It will come out to be false. So it will come out to be false because we are using OR operator here, which means one of the conditions should be satisfied. So we can see f less than 5 and f greater than 15, they both are not satisfied in this condition. So the value that returns is false. Next is f greater than 5 or f greater than 15. Now in this condition it should be true. So how do we know that? Because f is it is not less than 15, but it is greater than 5. So this condition returns a true value. How does it do that? Because we are saying either f should be greater than 5 or f should be greater than 15. In our condition, f is greater than 5. So the value returned is true. One of the conditions should be true to have the true value here. Next is OR operator. Not operator. Not operator, what does it help with? It is the opposite of the value we are entering into a variable or our condition. For example, if we say f is less than 5, we can also write it as not f less than 5. Let's print this. If we say f not less than 5, so as we know, f is not less than 5 here, it is the value of f is 14, but we have used a not operator here, which means it will give a opposite value of the condition. That is why we are getting the value true here. If we directly print this command, it will be false, which is the correct result, because f is not less than 5. But if you are using a not operator before it, it will reverse your result. For example, one more example we can take is dot numeric. So what we are doing is 5 is a numeric value, we know that, and we are questioning if this value is numeric or not. So if is dot numeric, let's execute. So it is true because f is a numeric value, 5 is a numeric value. But if we put a not operator in before using this command, it will give a false in return, because it reverses the command. With not operator reverses the command, so it will become the opposite of the earlier command. Let's also try it on vectors. So we are using and or not operator with vectors. So I have taken two vectors here, one with true true false value and true false false. Now what we will do is we'll compare them and using and command.